Hello and welcome to another episode of Alan Writes. We're working on Lucky Gold, and hopefully this is going to be captured because my capture software is being a little wiggy. What's worse is that it's been 6 days since I worked on this. Wow. So at 6 days is almost 1 week. And without writing on something, it certainly makes 1 week. For a while? Okay. So we were dealing with, it was Nadin and Gus. That game is not Gus, but it will be for this, and the portal swung open. The man crossed the threshold, had either been homeless or near enough to it that the difference was a measure in inches. Was a measure in inches to it. That the difference was a measure in was a matter of perspective. Sun-bleached skin, battered skin, cracked lips, only recently smoothed by what is it? By lip balm, likely the what did they call that? The complimentary kind from a small chain hotel. Judging by the tinge of the scent. By the mint of the scent. Alright. So too with the clothing. Ill-fitting and recently bought. Interestingly, at least some of it from the hotel itself. Considering the pressing lines. All in all, not someone he expected to be a friend of Mr. Oh, what is Daniel's last name? Oh, this will be fun too. Danosuku. Let's combine them now. There's no more of that. All right. Combine decision. We'll see whether or not it pays off. Consolidating characters on paper is always easier said than done. Just as long as you don't get them screwed up. Again, second draft, you'll figure that out. Not someone he expected to be a friend of Mr. Saku. Sakau. Furthermore, there was something in the eyes um, dull gray from the sun that it did not like. He, while many might think that managing came down to meeting budgets, holding meetings, and filling and looking at applications. All of that stemmed from the people involved. And he had long accustomed himself to seeing who they were and not who they wished to appear to be. Good morning, sir, Nadin said, and flashed his smile. I apologize for waking Suku, but his welfare is my concern. I should like to see Mr. Suku. In the other man's left hand, he held a silver necklace. The little links were recently polished, bright, and readily caught the sun. Caught a ray of sun that shone from an open window nearby. Alright, if you hear noises, they're doing some stuff in the basement. There's retiling one section of the wall. Wasn't tiled at all. Not important. Moving on. Really caught a ray. You have more important things. Focus. You have more to look at. And waggled silver. Nadin made himself ignore it. Not so. My guests are my highest concern. Mr. Did he ever, Gus. You can call me Gus, the other man said. And lowered the necklace. You're pretty focused. You trained? in many things. Half an answer, none, I guess. It is, Mr. It is. It is said, and inwardly refused to use the man's first name. They were not on familiar terms. They were not on familiar terms. And trying to pretend seems to be of little advantage. Provocation, on the other hand, might yield some results. Now then, shall we attend your friend? Friend? He's my friend, all right. Gus said, and slowly backed from the door. Just you ask him. I had been asking you. Said, as he entered. The hotel room, already something of a mess. Newspapers scattered in places. A bottle of silver polish by the open window. That's almost certainly not how you sell silver polish, by the open window. The remains of a meal. Steak and eggs, of all things, with a beer to match. You'd have to see what Gus had ordered for himself to be certain. And perhaps review the call log personally. Not much was making sense. How far back do you go? All the way to the beginning. If you figure things. Gus said, and paused before a closed bedroom door. You just going to check in, then out, like that doctor fellow? That is the plan. He swung that silver necklace. The sun. Throb of pressure. Build. Not an unfamiliar one either. Too many times he'd had to wrestle with unseemly individuals. Unseemly individuals in a polite setting. Another one of them. Perhaps he should have called security. As a precaution, perhaps he should have called. Too late. Open the door, would you? Can't you? He's your friend. And you're the one checking in. And you're the one checking in on him. And yet, he remains your friend. Kindly open the door. And denounce me. Lowered and against the door, and something like a knock, like a if by that you mean irate by petulant. From here, Nadin could see where man had showered clean, scrubbing at skin to remove the worst, but not all the ingrained dirt. Little made sense. That did not improve when Mr. Saku opened the door. The gentleman was bleary, eyed from a long slumber. A deep slumber. The gash on his forehead lay beneath the a solid bandage, but the skin about it had reddened. That is not how you spell reddened. I knew this. Had reddened. But the skin about it had reddened. at Reddit. He was not in top form. It's just a coup. We're just talking about you. Being said. It is good you have such a long, such a not respectable. What are we looking to friend to after you? What? Yeah, I guess. Daniel mumbled. Sorry, I'm out of it. Indeed. A troublesome trouble. Have you told Mr. To Mr. Nadin asked, tilted his head toward Gus. Fred, no. Gus Fred, who grew up towards Gus, who was swinging that necklace in the sun. Fishing in the bay. And partying. Daniel recited. His eyes what's this about? I merely wanted to see for myself. Your condition? To ask if there was anything you needed as a guest of Miss Flowers. No, I don't know how long I'll be here. Just till the accident clears. Maybe longer. Maybe longer. And a flash silver follow. Hey. Yeah, maybe longer. Well, it depends on Heather. Dennis said. I'm a fundraiser. Projects. And she didn't like me. So there's that. Indeed. All seem to be here for. They all seem to be here for a reason. naturally, you have this suite as long as you are their guest. Free of charge as long as you have. May I ask that you tread lightly on the feelings of the maids? He gestured toward the clutter in the main room, especially the crumbs beside the window. This you may utilize this complimentary suite. For as long as you are his guest. They have many rooms to clean, and the more your shifts out. Shifts do not end until they do. That's an interesting policy. Anna replied. Do they get to go home early if they finish early? Absolutely. What matters is that all is prepared, not when it is prepared. Flexible hours makes it appear allows industrious associates a measure of compensation. Though there are complaints. There is none of that. Daniel nodded. Gus stared. The formerly homeless man did not like those words and brimmed with the desire to throw them back at the den. Interesting. You done? Oh, I have satisfied my curiosity. I have satisfied my curiosity and done what? Intended my message. I shall leave you for now. Let me know if there is anything else that is required within reason. Sure. Said and peered over Din's shoulder. Guess I'm up. Guess I'll grab breakfast. Or is it lunch? The clock had ticked. Lunch. But this is Vegas. And our guests choose when breakfast ends. You may ignore even the sun if they wish. Gus grinned at that. As if he'd told the joke. Nothing else revealed. No rejoinder. Nothing revealed. Nadin took his leave. Alright, that's going to be it for this episode. I'll figure out where we're going here, whether we're probably going to dart back to Heather, or we may do Daniel, Gus. Gus presses Daniel with the necklace. Daniel doesn't like it. After the artifact, Gus weighs whether to make one big bet on his chances. No, don't roll the dice on gold. It never comes up well. Alright, so that was everything for this episode of Alan Writes. I hope you've enjoyed this little walk through the creative process. Basically me writing random stuff down and trying to figure out where we're going from here. This is called pantsing. I've probably used the term before, but we're flying by the seat of our pants. I don't exactly know where we're going. I only have a general idea. I don't really have a full outline. I just have some notes. But this is how you write the first draft. The second draft, completely different. All right, but stay safe and take care out there, all right? Thanks.